Hello everyone, welcome to my channel ECE Scholastic. I'm Jasmine. I welcome you all to the 8th session of Discrete Time Signal Processing. In today's session, we are going to see a new topic called section convolutions, and we will be solving a problem under this topic. What is a section convolution? Section means we are dividing into some subcategories, correct? And convolution means we are going to perform convolution on these sections. Okay. So what actually happens in convolution and what are the requirements to perform convolution? In order to perform convolution, we are in need of three sequences. One is an input sequence, the other one is an impulse sequence, and the last one is the output sequence. So how we will perform convolution? The formula is y of n is equal to x of n star h of n. Right? Now, why there is a need for this section convolution? The major cause for section convolution is when the length of one sequence is larger than the length of the other sequence that are to be convolved, linear convolution cannot be possible in such cases. So, we will be doing an alternate method to perform convolution for a sequence with such a criteria. Okay. And the second major problem is, if we are having the length of the one sequence to be larger than the second sequence, then it leads to long delay in convolving process and also it requires large amount of memory. In order to overcome these two drawbacks, we are going for the section convolutions. Okay. The section convolutions can be broadly classified into two categories. One is overlap add method and the other one is overlap save method. I will explain in detail about this overlap add method and save method with the help of a problem. Okay. Now, why we are in need of all these stuffs? Already I have said you, the larger sequence is split into a number of smaller sequences. The convolution is performed with the smaller sequence along with the second sequence or an impulse sequence, either by using linear or circular convolution method, that is to be done with the help of overlap add or overlap save method, which means one of the method follows one convolution and the other method follows the other convolution. Okay. Now let's go deep into overlap add and overlap save method. What actually happens in overlap add method and how we are going to perform this overlap add method. Okay. In overlap add method, first step is we need to identify which is the larger sequence and which is the smaller sequence. After identifying, we will be considering n1 be the length of the larger sequence and n2 be the length of the smaller sequence. So once we find n1 value and n2 value, the second step is we will be splitting the larger sequence into smaller sequence of length n2. Okay. So once splitting is done, we will be performing linear convolution for the smaller sequences along with the splitted sequence. We will be finding the output of each convolved sequence. Okay. The next step is we will combine all the outputs that we obtain from each section and we will find the overlapping elements under each output. Okay. Once the overlap element is found, as we know, the name itself indicates overlap add, which means we will be adding the overlap the elements and we will find what is the final response of the given input sequences. Understood? Now, let's move on to the steps to perform overlap save method. In overlap save method, the first step is the same, that is we will be finding the length of the larger sequence and length of the smaller sequence and name it as n1 and n2. And the second step is here we will be adding n2 minus 1 zeros to the larger sequence. Okay, which can also be called as appending of zeros. Or here the most important step is we will be adding n2 minus 1 zeros to the front side of the larger sequence. Okay. Next step is after adding the zeros, we will be splitting the larger sequence into a smaller sequence with the length of 2n2. Here an interesting factor is already we have added n2 minus 1 zeros to the front side of the larger sequence, right? Therefore, while splitting the larger sequence into smaller sequences, n2 minus 1 elements will overlap with the following splitted sequences. Okay, I will explain this clearly once we deal with the problem. Okay. The fourth step is, once the larger sequence is splitted, we will be performing circular convolution on each splitted sequences with the impulse sequence, and we will find the output response under each sections. Okay. Once the output response is found out, we will combine all the outputs of each section and we will find the overlap elements. So here the term is overlap save method. Therefore, we will save or we will discard the overlap elements and will find the final output response of the system. Understood? So if we compare this overlap add and overlap save method, we can find some dissimilarities or differences. What are they? In overlap add method, we will be performing linear convolution, and in overlap save method, we will be performing circular convolution. Understood? And in linear convolution, we don't have a concept of appending of zeros, but in circular convolution, that is in overlap save method, we will append n2 minus 1 zeros at the input side of x of n. Okay. And the next one is the larger sequence is splitted into smaller sequences of length n2. Here the larger sequence is splitted into smaller sequence of length 2n2. Okay. And here we will be adding the overlapped elements, and here we will discard the overlap elements. Understood? Now let's explain this overlap add and save method with the help of a problem. The problem is, perform a linear convolution of finite duration sequences. H of n is equal to 1, 1, 1 and x of n is equal to 3, minus 1, 0, 1, 3, 2, 0, 1, 2, 1 by overlap add and overlap save method. Okay. Now let's find what are all the common terms related to this overlap add and overlap save method. So in the question, x of n is given as 3, minus 1, 0, 1, 3, 2, 0, 1, 2, 1. Correct? And also h of n is given as 1, 1, 1. Now let us find what is the length of the larger sequence and what is the length of the smaller sequence. So we represent the length of the larger sequence as n1. So what is the overall element? 1. What is the total element? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So n1 value is 10. Okay. And what is the length of the smaller sequence? Here comes a 1. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 elements. What is the overall length of the output sequence? Okay. That is capital N is equal to n1 plus n2 minus 1, which means 10 plus 3 minus 1. That is equal to 12. So the overall length of the output sequence, the n value is equal to 12. Step 1 is splitting of larger sequence into smaller sequence. Okay. So we are going to split the larger sequence into smaller sequence of length n2. Understood. Now what is n2? n2 value is 3. Now I am going to split the larger sequence, that is x of n sequence. First sequence is x1 of n. x1 of n is equal to, my length n2 is 3. So I need to consider the first 3 elements, that is 1, 2, 3. 3 minus 1, 0. So 3, minus 1, 0. Okay. So here the positions are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay. x1 of n, the sequence is 3, minus 1, 0 and the value of n is from 0, 1, 2. Correct. Similarly, I am going to find what is x2 of n. x2 of n is the next 3 sequence, that is 1, 3, 2. Okay. That is 1, 3, 2 and the value of n is here 3, 4, 5. Okay. Similarly, I am going to find the next sequence, that is x3 of n. x3 of n is the next 3 sequence, 0, 1 and 2, 0, 1, 2 and here the value of n is equal to 6, 7 and 8. Okay. Now I am going to find x4 of n. x4 of n is the next sequence. Here I have only one element. So the remaining 2 elements I am giving as zeros. So this is the value of n is from 9, 10 and 11. Okay. Finally, to which sequence I am going to convolve this x sequence to h of n. So what is h of n? h of n is 1, 1, 1. Understood? Now, x1 of n, the sequence starts at n is equal to 0. Therefore, the output of this sequence will also starts at n is equal to 0. Okay. Similarly, the output of the second sequence starts at n is equal to 3 and the output of the third sequence starts at n is equal to 6. The output of the fourth sequence starts at n is equal to 9. Understood? Our step 2 is to perform linear convolution for each sections. So I have considered section 1 here. X1 of n is 3, minus 1, 0 at n is equal to 0, 1, 2. And h of n is 1, 1, 1. Y1 of n is equal to x1 of n star or convolution of h of n, and the n value starts at 0. Okay, but we need to find what is the length of this output sequence. Okay, so here x1 of n, the length is 3, h of n, the length is 3. Therefore, the overall length of this y1 of n will be 3 plus 3 minus 1, that is equal to 5. So, our value of n will be from 0 to 4. Now, I am going to perform convolution of these two sequences. So, here I am going to represent x1 of n, that is 3 minus 1, 0. And here h of n, that is 1, 1, 1. Okay, I am going to multiply 3 minus 1, 0. 3 minus 1, 0. 3 minus 1, 0. Okay, I am going to split and add the values to obtain y1 of n. So, y1 of n is equal to 3, 2, 2, minus 1, 0. So, here the value of n is from 0 to 4. I got 5 values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Because my overall length is also 5. I got 5 values. So, first output is obtained. Now, I am going to perform convolution for section 2. Here, I am going to find y2 of n. y2 of n is nothing but x2 of n convolution of h of n. Here also my value starts from, that is y2 of n value starts from n is equal to 3 to 7. Okay. Now I am going to perform convolution, that is, here I am going to represent x2 of n. x2 of n is 1, 3, 2 and h of n is 1, 1, 1. Going to multiply this 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. I am going to split this and add the elements. Okay. So what is y2 of n? y2 of n is equal to 1, 4, 6, 5, 2. And the value of n is from 3 to 7. Understood? I have written what is x3 of n value and h of n value and what is the starting point of x3 of n, that is n is equal to 6, 7, 8. Now I am going to perform linear convolution for this. So my output will be y3 of n. y3 of n is equal to x3 of n convolution of h of n. And my value of n starts from 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, now I am going to perform convolution. Here I am going to represent x3 of n. Here it is h of n. Here 0, 1, 2. Here 1, 1, 1. I left 1 here, so 1. Going to multiply this 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. Now I am going to split and add the values. My y3 of n is equal to 0, 1, 3, 3, 2. And the value of n is from 6 to 10. Okay. Now I am going to perform convolution for the fourth section. So here x4 of n is 1, 0, 0 and my n value starts at 9 and h of n value is provided here. The output of this section will be y4 of n, which is equal to x4 of n convolution of h of n. And here my n value will be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I am going to perform convolution for these two sequences. Here I am going to represent x4 of n, which is 1, 0, 0. And here is h of n, which is 1, 1, 1. I am going to multiply 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. I am going to split this and add it. I will get the values as y4 of n is equal to 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. And here the value of n starts from 9 to 13. Final step is to find the overall output sequence y of n. So from the last step, I could understand that the value of n is still 13. Okay, so 0 from 13 I have mentioned here. And we got 4 outputs for 4 sections, right? That is y1 of n, y2 of n, y3 of n and y4 of n. Now, with the help of all these 4 outputs, I am going to find the final output, that is y of n. I am going to write the outputs that are obtained from each sections. What is my y1 of n? My y1 of n is 3, 2, 2, minus 1, 0. That starts from 0. Correct. 3, 2, 2, minus 1, 0. Starts from 0, right? Now my y2 of n. y2 of n is 1, 4, 6, 5, 2. Starts from 3. Okay. So starts from 3, 1, 4, 6, 5, 2. Understood? Now what is my y3 of n? 0, 1, 3, 3, 2. Starts from 6. 0, 6 la, 0, 1, 3, 3, 2. Okay. Now what is my y4 of n? y4 of n is 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. Starts from 9. Starts from 9. 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. Correct? 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. Now I need to find out what are the overlapping elements. So the overlapping elements are this one. Correct? Similarly this one. And similarly this one. Okay. What is our method name? It is overlap add method. So here I am going to add the elements that are overlapping. So my answer will be 3, 2, 2. This value is 0, 4, 6. 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. 2 plus 1 is 3. 1, 0, 0. Okay. What is the overall length of the output sequence? We have calculated in the first stage itself. That is n is equal to 12. Correct? So I will be stopping the output sequence at the place of n is equal to 11. Okay? Because from 0 to 11 the length is 12. So I will stop here. So my answer will be 3, 2, 2, 0, 4, 6, 5, 3, 3, 4, 3, 1. Understood? So that's how we will perform overlap add method. Now let me tell you how to perform this overlap save method. Overlap save method have an important step, that is we need to append n2 minus 1 zeros to the x of n sequence. Correct? So we need to find what is n2 minus 1 first. n2 minus 1 is 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. So we are going to append 2 zeros to x of n sequence. My sequence will become x of n is equal to, I am going to add 2 zeros. 0, 0, 3, minus 1, 0, 1, 3, 2, 0, 1, 2, 1. Initially my sequence starts from x of 0. Now my sequence starts from x of minus 2. So here is my 0 position. Okay. To split the larger sequence, I have a condition how to split. That is 2n2. Correct? So 2n2 means 2 into n2 value is 3. Therefore, I will be splitting the larger sequence with 6 elements. Understood? So how can I split? The first element is, first section is x1 of n is equal to. I need to split with 6 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So till this I will split. That is 0, 0, 3, minus 1, 0, 1. Here the value of n starts from minus 2. Okay, minus 2 to, so this is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is from minus 2 to 3. Okay, now I am going to write x2 of n. I have told you, while you are writing the second sequence, we need to consider the number of zeros added to the first sequence. So how many zeros we have added to the first sequence? We have added 2 zeros. Correct. So we need to consider the last 2 elements of the first sequence as the first 2 elements of the second sequence. That is 0, 1 is the last 2 element of the first sequence. So I am going to consider that last 2 elements, that is 0 and 1 as the first 2 elements of the second sequence. So I will start from 0, 1. So 0, 1, 0, 1, 3, 2, 0, 1. So here my n value starts from 2, right? 2 to my value ends at 7. Okay. In a similar way, I am going to write x3 of n. Now you can easily say that, right? How can we write x3 of n? The last 2 elements of the second sequence will be the first 2 elements of the third sequence. Therefore, it is 0, 1, the remaining elements. 2, 1. Here I am having 1, 2, 3, 4, only 4 elements. But I need 6 elements, right? So I will be adding 2 more zeros. So here the value of n starts from 6. Correct. 6 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now my h of n sequence is equal to 1, 1, 1. since we are going to perform circular convolution for overlap save method, it is a must condition is that is the length of the two sequences must be equal. Since we know the length of x of n sequence is 6, we need to make the h of n sequence length to be equal to 6. So I am adding 3 more zeros. Understood? Now going to perform the convolution for the first section, that is x1 of n and h of n. What will be the output of this one? y1 of n, which is equal to x1 of n circular convolution of h of n. Right. And the value of y1 of n starts from n is equal to -2 to 3, which is same. Okay. Now I am going to use this matrix method of circular convolution, that is y1 of n is equal to. In this I am going to represent x1 of n. 6, since x1 of n, the number of elements is 6, we will get a 6 cross 6 matrix, right? I am going to represent the elements 0, 0, 3, minus 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 3, minus 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 3, minus 1, minus 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 3, 3, minus 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. Last one is 0, 3, minus 1, 0, 1, 0. So this is multiplied by h of n sequence, that is 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay. So what will be my answer? My answer will be 1, 1, 3, 2, 2, 0. Okay. Therefore, I can write the final answer of y1 of n as y1 of n is equal to 1, 1, 3, 2, 2, 0. And the value of n starts from -2 to 3. Similar way, I am going to perform circular convolution for the second section, that is x2 of n and to h of n. So my output will be y2 of n is equal to x2 of n circular convolution of h of n. Here the value of y2 of n starts from 2 to 7. Now I am going to find y2 of n using matrix method. This is 0, 1, 3, 2, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 3, 2, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 3, 2, 2, 0, 1, 0, 1, 3, 3, 2, 0, 1, 0, 1. Final one is 1, 3, 2, 0, 1, 0, which is multiplied by h of n. h of n is 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. y2 of n is equal to 1, 2, 4, 6, 5, 3. And the value of n is from 2 to 7. I'm going to perform circular convolution for the third section. The output will be y3 of n is equal to x3 of n circular convolution of h of n, and the value of n starts from 6 to 11. Okay. Now I am going to perform the matrix method convolution. 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 2, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, and 1, 2, 1, 0, 0, 0, which is multiplied by h of n. h of n is 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay. So what will be my final answer of y3 of n? y3 of n is equal to 0, 1, 3, 4, 3, 1. And the value of n starts from 6 to 11. Our step 4 is to find the overall response y of n. So here I have mentioned the limits of n as -2 to 11. Correct? Our starting limit is -2 and our ending limit is 11. And we got outputs as y1 of n, y2 of n and y3 of n at 3 sections. Correct? So I am going to represent all these outputs. What is y1 of n? y1 of n is 1, 1, 3, 2, 2, 0. 1, 1, 3, 2, 2, 0. Right? Similarly, what is y2 of n? y2 of n is 1, 2, 4, 6, 5, 3, starting from 2. 1, 2, 4, 6, 5, 3. Right. Now my y3 of n is 0, 1, 3, 4, 3, 1. Starting from 6. 0, 1, 3, 4, 3, 1. 0, 1, 3, 4, 3, 1. What is the name of this method? Overlap save method, right? Overlap save method. I need to find what are all the elements overlapping. Since I add 2 zeros at the initial position of x of n, my first 2 elements I am considering as overlapping elements and I am going to discard. Okay. And here also the overlapping elements are 1 and 2. So I am going to discard these 2. In a similar way, here the overlapping elements are 0 and 1. So I am going to discard these 2. Okay. Now what are the remaining answers? 3, 2, 2, 0, 4, 6, 5, 3, 3, 4, 3, 1. So my output sequence using overlap save method is 3, 2, 2, 0, 4, 6, 5, 3, 3, 4, 3, 1. If I check the output of overlap add method with overlap save method, here also it is 3, 2, 2, 0, 4, 6, 5, 3, 2, 2, 0, 4, 6, 5, 3, 3, 4, 3, 1, right? Here also it is 3, 3, 4, 3, 1. Correct. So, using overlap add and overlap save method, we will get the same answers. Hope you understood how to perform this overlap add and overlap save method. If you have any queries, please mail me. Thank you for your patience. Thank you. Have a great day.